Welcome to another episode of OSFirstTimer. This time around, Diana will be trying Ubuntu 13.10 with the Unity 7 desktop environment. Ubuntu is a very popular Linux distro designed to be easy to use even for less competent computer users, and is often recommended as a good starting distro for people new to Linux. Many competent Linux users dislike that some advanced features are hidden in Ubuntu to simplify things for Linux noobs, and are also upset that Canonical are putting advertising in Dash search results to make money. Now, let's put Ubuntu 13.10 to the test. So the last time you tried Ubuntu was Ubuntu 12.10 exactly a year ago. Ubuntu released a new version every 6 months, so this is 2 versions ahead of the last version you tried.
I remember liking Ubuntu the first time I tried it, yeah.
Only because you just tried Windows 8. And Ubuntu was the first thing you tried. So now you probably won't be so biased towards it.
Seemed better.
Plus the fact that I was saying many incorrect things about Ubuntu, like for example here, with LibreOffice, these things here, I was saying about there being a converter, you have to convert it to a Microsoft Office file. That's wrong. You can actually just open it with Microsoft Office and it works. And you can open Microsoft Office stuff so it works, but with complicated files it can cause a few problems.
Not to mention how you incorrectly pronounced Ubuntu.
Yeah, I said Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. Like sneezing. Ubuntu.
Yeah, I was like, stick that USB into your computer and install Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Someone made a joke. They were saying it was like you were trying to rid your computer of Windows 8 with some like spell, Ubuntu.
Okay.
What do you feel about the look of the Ubuntu desktop?
Well, to me, it looks like a Mac docking thing on the side as opposed to down the bottom.
Yeah.
But I like that because that's quite neat. It's organised, and I like the fact it's got pictures because you can pretty much tell what things are. I like the time up there. It's all nice and clear, although I don't know what that is. Oh, that's
about
like
this computer, yeah. So your first task is, what time is it?
I found it already, 7:07 AM, except that's incorrect. It's about 6 o'clock PM.
Just don't worry about the times. The thing is, it's a live USB, and in fact, try and set that as the right time. Yeah.
Well, I'm
try and set it as the right time.
I've right-clicked it.
Okay.
Date and
you can
time
also
settings. Clock.
Do you like seconds being displayed?
Display the seconds.
There we go, so you can see it going across.
Yeah. But now, how do you set it?
So,
time and date.
Where is your location in the world? That's the only clue I'm going to give you.
Here. I got it spot on, didn't I?
Yeah, you clicked Sydney. Good. You are pinpoint accurate. It's like,
I know
Sydney.
Exactly where I am in the world. Okay, automatically from the internet. Will it do it automatically since it's a live USB or not?
It should, but I'm just wondering if it's connected to the internet.
Well, it must be.
Wait a sec, wired connection. Connected. Let me just make sure it's connected. Yep, it's definitely connected.
Oh, yeah, it is. Good. Well, I just think it's already set. There's no apply or anything down there.
Maybe if you quit it, then get back into it or something.
Okay, I'm going to quit it using the X, but it doesn't want to work.
Oh, it froze.
Oh, there we go. It's gone. It's gone away.
Bring it back.
There we go, 6:10. That's it. That's the right time.
Is. Oh, yeah, it is.
It is.
Why won't it just set to that time then?
It's more of a morning computer. It wants to be in the morning, so we'll just leave it as that. There it is. That's the time it likes. That's the time it gets.
Oh, wait, it's changed.
Oh, wow.
It just needed some time. That's what it was. We had to quit it for a little while. That's what it was.
Well, that's okay, computer, in your own time.
Now, your next task is write, save, open and delete a text document.
I'm going to go to the Office Writer.
And do you like how it tells you instantly?
I double-clicked it. You
can one-click it. You don't need to double-click it. Now, is there an indicator that you see that shows you, without looking here, but looking in this bar, an indicator that shows you that LibreOffice is open?
Yes, the 2 little arrows.
And the fact that it's highlighted blue colour in the background. See the little clear bubble?
I didn't notice the blue, but I did notice the...
Yeah, if you click on one of these, you'll notice that the bubble, instead of being clear...
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it goes kind of the colour of what the icon is, so because that icon's mainly orange, you get it?
Yep. There we go.
Now, before you continue, I want to show you quite an awesome...
Oh, Libra. I spelt it wrong.
I want to show you quite an awesome feature of Ubuntu. It's called the heads-up display.
Shouldn't I save this first and then try and...
Try and save it normally, and then try and save it using the heads-up display.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that it automatically saves. Oh, wait a sec. File, save as, okay.
Yep, and then you choose where you want it.
I'll just call it...
Yep, where do you want to save it? Just not on the desktop.
Just in Documents.
Yeah. Okay.
Save.
Okay.
And then close it.
Just before you do though, how would you save it using the heads-up display? Now I'll tell you, what the heads-up display is see all these options here. You can see that there are so many options. There's edit and file and stuff, and you're thinking, oh, what if I wanted to do something such as right align it? Where would I go? And see how there's all these sub-menus and little arrows that lead out to more menus and things like that?
To me, too many menus is too confusing.
So what if it was as simple as type what you want and get what you want?
What do you mean and get what you want?
For example, you want to save this. Press Alt to bring up the heads-up display. Here's the heads-up display. Type in save, and there we go. I want to save.
Oh.
Or what do I want to do? Maybe I want to print.
Oh, okay.
Print. Or I wonder where the word count is. No worries. I can just type in word count. And so you can instantly do any of these things just by pressing enter to select the first thing or even clicking the first thing. So there we go.
So in other words,
count.
you don't need to search through the
so
menu.
It's basically a quick way to get everything. All of these can be accessed, every single option here, using the heads-up display.
Which is Alt, and then start typing the beginning and it'll find it.
And one of the major things about this that makes it so good, let's just say you were typing a document. Your hands are on the keyboard. Then you've got to take your hand off the keyboard, put it on the mouse, bring it all the way up here to file, go all the way to print.
Oh, how terrible
you
for
see?
you.
What if you could just type, watch this, type, 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 hands staying on the keyboard, press Alt, print, press enter, and there, I didn't even have to leave the keyboard. My hand stayed on the keyboard, and I quickly Alt, print. Enter.
So it saves you a few seconds of time.
No, but think...
And it saves your hand moving to there.
Yeah.
And back again.
Yeah, but think about how...
But it's good, it's good, okay.
Think about how hard, though, it would be in a graphical program where you've got, let's say you're designing 3D models or stuff like that. All these options everywhere. Let's say it was Inkscape or something. You've got all these options everywhere. Oh, I want the glow effect. Where's the glow effect? No worries, I just press Alt, glow.
Oh, okay.
And so imagine looking through heaps and heaps of effects and you don't know where it is. You just want to just Alt, glow.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good feature.
And it works universally for all applications. You can do it in Firefox.
And Windows doesn't have that heads-up thing?
I haven't seen Windows have the heads-up display unless I'm missing something.
Okay.
I
wonder if you could put heads-up in Windows at all.
Well, it's only been programmed for Ubuntu, this Unity interface, But someone could make a similar program. They could copy it.
Okay, well, that's that. Now you want me to delete it?
Well, first of all, I want you to open it. So without using LibreOffice, I want you to find a file browser of some type, find the documents, then that file, open it, then you can delete it with the file browser.
Okay, I like the way you go over it. So you may not know what the picture is, but it tells you.
Yep.
Search your computer. Oh, well, I'm searching my computer for the documents. Now, document viewer? Documents. Wait a sec, here.
There, you found it.
I found
there
it.
There is the file. Now, what you just used...
That was easy enough.
Yep. What you just used was the dash. The dash is like a universal thing. It even searches the internet for results and stuff. Like, you just typed in doc, and it's like looking, I think, even movies and songs down here that you can buy with doc in them, you see?
Oh, yeah.
And it gets everything. So these are actually scopes where it gets different things. You could even do other stuff in there.
I think that's pretty good, actually. I really do see the advantage of this.
And we'll go a bit more into this.
Is this like a heads-up too?
It's similar. It looks like the heads-up display, because the thing about Ubuntu, they've designed it so everything just looks perfect with the operating system. It fits, like, you know, when you do the heads-up display with Alt, it just looks nice and it kind of comes off the top here. See how it's attached and it's transparent?
Yeah.
And then you've got this, where you're searching every... Oops.
Oh, I like that.
See? It's got that kind of fade and it really feels unified when you're using Ubuntu. And not like with Windows 8, where you've got this tile screen and then you go into a desktop screen. It's not very unified. This is unified. And they want to bring this out on mobile phones and tablets. Yeah.
Sure, I can see this working. This is pretty good.
Here it is. So just quickly open it.
One click didn't
Double
work,
click.
so I'm going to double click.
You one click these and double click like stuff in a file browser. Yeah.
Okay, now you want me to delete
close it. So close it.
No,
and,
delete it.
Yeah, but to delete it, it has to be closed. So how would you usually do it? Here's your
Well,
file
I'm
browser. How do you
going
delete?
to right click it, which brought up this. Well, maybe if I move it to the trash bin, that's deleting it.
Just look at a few more options.
Copy, make, rename. Oh, move to trash.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Oh, can't be put in the trash. Do you want to delete it immediately?
Yes.
Okay.
Delete.
There we go. You've
So it's
deleted
gone.
it. Now, another way you could have accessed
Well, why
that...
did it ask me for that option if it can't do it? Why didn't it just say delete immediately instead of move to trash?
So you used the dash to search that file. You could have also gone here to the Files section and then to Documents here. And that would have taken you to the Documents section too.
Okay.
So that's kind of the file browser here, and this is a quick search. This even searches all your applications. If you wanted to open the calculator or anything,
So
you
that's
could type that in there.
equivalent to the Windows, the search bar.
Yeah, the little search bar in Windows when you slide across search stuff. Your next task is to calculate 56 times 190 divided by 150.
Okay, well I'm going to look for a little calculator type thing. I can't see it. Oh, yeah, actually I can. This.
No, that, as you know, is not a calculator.
That's right,
a
it's a spreadsheet. Well, you know what? It should say LibreOffice Spread.
Spread.
Yeah, because it's abbreviating. So
What about
therefore-
spread? See, that's 4 letters.
Well,
spread.
fine. Spread. No.
Spread.
S-P-R-E-A-D.
Yes, spread.
It's not 4 letters. Yeah, so LibreOffice Spread. That's what it should say. Well, that's if you want to impress someone.
That's actually the equivalent of Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Those are all the system drives, so don't worry about those.
And trash down.
Yep.
Well, it's got no calculator, so I'm just going to use the spreadsheet.
No.
You told me to calculate, which
No.
literally means I can calculate.
Find the calculator.
Look what comes up first, the spreadsheet. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? That's not Ubuntu. This is not Ubuntu's fault. This is LibreOffice is doing this. That's what they call it. They call it writer and stuff. If you want to go to LibreOffice and complain, do that.
Well, somebody should complain to LibreOffice that calling a spreadsheet a calc is just too confusing.
You're being very picky. LibreOffice is free. You can't really complain about something that's free, can you?
Well, even if it's free, they can still call things the right name. Just because it's free means what? They call things all the wrong name. So what was the calculation?
56 times 190
Okay, 56 times 190.
divided by 50.
Where's the divided here? Divided by 50.
It was actually 150, but don't worry.
Oh, it doesn't
there
matter.
you go.
That'll do.
Okay,
Good.
Great. Now I'm going to give you a harder task.
And I'm just going to get out of this thing.
Yep.
How do I close this thing?
Now it's full screen. Now something you'll notice, no, don't try and open more.
No, I'm trying to.
If you put in
I'm thinking if I click on it, it'll close.
well, if you right click it, you can quit, like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
But the other way you can quit is going up the top, see the little X?
Alright.
And when you do that, see what happens. That makes it like a window, but whenever something is maximized,
It
this
loses
becomes the
the
file
little-
menu at the top.
Well, I'm just going to close the thing.
Does that annoy you, or is it okay?
No, I don't like it.
Okay, you didn't like it in a year ago either.
Okay.
So your next task is another calculation task, but it's got a twist.
Yeah.
Calculate 1,851 plus 2,560 without a calculator, spreadsheet, web browser, or terminal.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to search.
So the dash.
So I can't even use the internet?
You can't use a web browser or
So
an
you
actual
can't
calculator program.
You can't use the internet without a web browser, can you?
There are ways to access things on the internet without a web browser.
Well, I'm just going to type it in here.
Most people would say terminal until I said the fact that you can't use a terminal. Like in a terminal, you do the, the BC and then... Okay, so it is 1,851 plus 2,560.
I'm just hoping for the best here. Plus, what?
2,560. Now, I will give you a clue. The answer hasn't popped up, has it? But here's a clue. Click that.
Oh, well, I was
results.
actually going to do that.
Okay. Now, where do you want the sources to come from? Come down to sources. If you scroll down here, see this?
Yeah.
Where do you want the
calculator.
sources to come from? A calculator? We'll click that.
But I'm not allowed to use a calculator.
No, you're not using a calculator. You're still in the dash. You haven't opened the calculator application. There it is.
Oh, so I actually did it.
Yep. You did it.
I actually did
But you
it.
just needed to add that source. Basically...
I actually did it without
Yeah.
knowing what I was doing.
Yeah.
With just a wild...
Yeah.
just by being optimistic, thinking this would work, and it did.
Do you like this dash? Do you think it's very useful? Like, you can get a bunch of features within this one dash to search anything, and you're only searching these. You can add Amazon and all these other things. Facebook, you can even do Facebook searches and everything, Google News, Google Drive to find your files there.
I'll tell you what, it's a damn good dash. I like this dash.
And it's got all these features that you can even look up online videos, and you've completed that task.
I never thought I'd get excited by a dash.
Okay,
Anyway.
your next task is to change the desktop background.
Change it, okay. Well, I'll close the little dash.
Yeah.
How do I actually get rid of that? Yeah.
You can click the background to get away, or you could even click that again. Okay.
Good. Done. Okay.
And I'll tell you something interesting too. So the dash has transparency, and so does this bar here, so it will change depending on the colour of the background.
Okay.
So if you set a blue background, this would be a bluish bar.
Okay, well what I'm going to do is right click.
Did you right click?
Yeah, I did. Nothing happened. Okay, well next option, go to System Settings, Appearance. Oh, Appearance. Look, it even shows...
Yep, what you've got.
I think I'm on the right track here. What do I feel like today? I feel like that. That's nice.
Okay. Yep, it's all applied.
Wow.
So you've done that task. Fantastic. Yeah. Good job. The next task is download and use a program from the Software Center.
Okay.
So this is just testing your ability to download and use a program from the Software Center. Or Ubuntu Software Center to be exact.
I'm going to find... Oh, Ubuntu Software Center. See?
Yeah.
It tells me. Star Apps. Oh, look at that. That's really good. It's like going shopping. You can choose what you want. And these are all free.
Look at the prices underneath. Free,
yeah.
free, but
Some
then some cost money.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of categories here, or you could just type in a random thing based on what you want. So what kind of application do you want?
Oh, that's puzzles. Sound and video.
So those are just the recent new applications, and those are pretty high-rated applications. Firefox is up there.
Yeah, we've already got
You
it.
would highly... Well, how do you know that you've got it? How do you know... What's a good way to know that you've got something?
Well,
look at all these icons. Yeah, you can see it up there.
the tick.
Yeah, tick. So when you've already got something, it's saying you've got
Tick,
Gparted, you've got TextEdit, you've got Firefox, and Thunderbird.
Well, look, puzzles. I'll just...
Oh, well, that's not a category, that's one app. So this is one of the new apps, obviously, because it was in the new app section.
Look at that, buy or free. Oh, well, I choose free.
Well, that's actually not a button, that's the button there. But
so it forces you to buy it?
No, it's saying
even
the
though
price
it's
is free, but if you buy it, then you'll get it for free. You're buying it for free.
Oh, okay.
See?
That's a strange way to look at things. Buying something for free.
The one catch, to use a Software Center, you need an Ubuntu account. I've got one, so I'll just log in. The Ubuntu Software Center account, see how it's saying processing request, it allows you to buy things. So let's say you bought something, right, and then you went onto another Ubuntu computer. How would you want to rebuy it? You don't want to pay like $9 again if an application is $9.
Well, this one was free.
Yeah, this one was free, but it gets added to your account. So if you pay $9 once, you don't have to keep doing it on every computer you get. So that's why you've got an account which stores all your purchases.
Yeah,
so you can get them for free in future.
But technically then you can share your account with other people, and then you can all have multiple applications, and you only maybe take turns buying them. Could you do that? You probably could, couldn't you? But they wouldn't like that.
Let's move on. Okay. So it's installing it currently, and look what it... Did you see what it just did? It's funny though, what it did, it tricked you a little bit. It went as if it was going into this bar, but then it's not actually even in this bar. But what it is, it's actually installed, but you'd have to access it from a different section. Where do you access your applications from? What's it called? It's called Big Journey to Home Demo. Where do you get it from?
Your applications. Well, isn't applications at the top somewhere?
What have you used to find the calculator?
Oh, the dash.
Yep, so you can get everything from...
I can just
And what you can do,
find
you can actually type... Just click here to be more specific with applications. And that even shows you everything you've got installed on your computer. See that?
I found it.
Actually, that's a suggestion. If you go to installed here, see, this shows you what you actually don't have installed. This is
But
what
I
you
do have it installed.
Well, that's what it's suggesting that you install, but it hasn't detected that you've already installed it. But if you go through what you have installed, you'll find it in here, or you could just type in Big Journey to Home.
I'll just type it in.
Okay.
What does the potato guy have to do with Big Journey?
Oh, it's got some bug problem.
Shucks.
Okay, so what you were doing was right, absolutely right. You would have come up here, you would have typed in Big Journey, and then it should have appeared. So that's you were right there. Okay.
Good.
Here's the next task. GIMP is a program that you use to do kind of graphics and editing, like any visual graphics making kind of thing.
Sure.
And it's free. So I want you to get GIMP, but without opening the Software Center, typing GIMP and getting it from the Software Center. How would you get GIMP without going to the software? So that's a Software Center.
I'm going to go to Mozilla Firefox.
Okay, well, clever, but that's...
GIMP?
No, I forgot to say the last thing. Download GIMP without a web browser, terminal, or Software Center. Web browser.
So using the dash.
Yep. So the good thing about this dash, so you just type in GIMP and you don't have GIMP installed. But look, GIMP, it's as if you kind of had it installed, get it? Recently used, installed, and more suggestions. I don't know what time and date has to do with GIMP, but there's GIMP. You type in GIMP and there we go.
Okay, good.
And look, you can get GIMP straight from here. So it's as if it was installed on your computer already.
Yeah.
And see, it's still in this nice interface. See that?
Yeah.
Within the dash, it's got a picture of it, the version, amount of stars, amount of reviews, information about it, a picture, developer's website, and the free download to it. Isn't that pretty good?
Yeah, it
Do you
is.
think that's good? So if you didn't have Chrome, for example, you could type in the dash Chrome, click it, install.
Tell you what, this dash is really a damn good thing. I'm really liking the dash.
The dash is almost a way to install and do all these different things.
It's a miracle worker. It does anything and everything.
It searches the internet too. Yeah. But this is what some people are upset about with the dash. Advertising. Stuff from Amazon.com and turns up. So for example, let's type, and Amazon's off. These are scopes here and different sources you can use, getting everything from different sources. But let's just, as an example, say I typed in PS4. You've got all this stuff from the internet too. You can see a picture of a PlayStation 4 there. I don't know what a Mitsubishi 380 have to do with a PlayStation 4.
Maybe it's got a PlayStation in it.
See, look, PlayStation. This is all reference stuff, and clicking on it, right?
Yeah.
Gives you.
And that's for a thief,
What?
in case they want to steal the PlayStation.
But there we go, see, it's got a nice picture, and see, it's all within this lovely interface. And it tells you about it, then you can click it to view a Wikipedia article with more information.
Yeah. Go back to the thing. See?
Thief.
If a thief wants to get the PlayStation 4, they have to pay $59.95.
Yep.
96.
This is one of the things that people don't like. They don't like that this is appearing here, some people. Because it's advertising. Ubuntu are actually getting money for all this advertising. It's saying, okay, Thief is a PlayStation 4 game, and it's got the prices there.
Oh, that's a game.
Yeah, that's a game. These are all... No, these are games.
Get PlayStation.
Yeah, and there's songs and stuff. But the problem is the fact that Ubuntu are making money. Linux, is all about free and free stuff.
Yeah.
But why are Canonical, who lead the development of Ubuntu, Mark Shuttleworth is actually the guy who runs Canonical. Why is advertising being put into that? Because now all the users who are using Ubuntu, all these ads are appearing and they're making lots of money from that.
Yeah,
you get it? Do you think that's fair though? What do you feel? Do you feel that advertising should be in this? Do you like advertising in the dash or not?
Well, look, when you think about it, if you take the advertising out, you're not getting the full search results, are you? So
do you feel...
In effect, you're censoring it.
So do you feel that, let's say you wanted to buy something, would you want to buy something from here? Would you want to use Google search, or would you want just to use this dash? So, for example, let's say you wanted to buy a TV. It's not very precise. Yeah, there we go. It's getting stuff. Television can actually... Well, a TV, funnily enough, hasn't actually popped up. It's got actual music. So it doesn't actually... Maybe if you typed in something more specific, like 32-inch... some TVs would pop up. Maybe you just have to add a few more sources so that TV's like, okay, put eBay up, so it can get stuff off eBay too, and...
Well, that's a way to do it.
There we go, see, eBay.
Well, look at it this way. If you don't want the advertising results to be a part of this, you just don't click Amazon, don't click eBay, don't click all the advertising sites.
But if you do want it, here we go, there's a way to access it.
So therefore, I don't see a problem with it, because I just feel that if they take it away, well, then they're limiting their results, they're censoring it.
Do you think this is better than Google, though? Do you think this dash...
Yes. This dash
You really
is
believe
a
it's better than
dash.
Google? You would prefer to use this dash? Okay,
But
actually...
this dash does everything. It searches things on your computer as well as the internet.
Okay.
So whereas the Google thing only searches things on the internet, not on your computer. So this is really a miracle dash.
How do you feel about Ubuntu? Would you want something like this on your computer? Would this be an operating system you would be comfortable to use on a day-to-day basis?
I don't see a problem with it.
Do you like it better or worse than Elementary OS?
Well, look, I'm used to using Elementary because it's really simple. I've got my little dock that you put at the bottom with just the simple things.
But you could put all these things, so you could drag and drop things on the dock and get them off and make the dock just what you want.
Yeah, you could actually. You could. And then you'd have the Miracle Dash.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the Miracle Dash.
But the issue is, people say they don't like Unity and stuff because it's becoming like Windows. It's becoming bloated and slow. So obviously this isn't as fast as elementary OS. You can install a preload or something and that'll even make it faster.
Yeah. Well look, I don't want to compare operating systems to each other. I've looked at so many operating systems, I think it just becomes too difficult to remember each one specifically. So I just want to judge an operating system I see at present.
Yeah.
And basically I like this one. The only thing I don't like is calling the spreadsheet a calc. I don't
but that's
that,
not
but I know
that's LibreOffice.
It's LibreOffice. Well, somebody should tell it LibreOffice that.
You email them. Go on their forums.
And in relation to that dash, I think that is a true miracle worker. I like that dash. That is a really good addition to this operating system. And I like it. It's simplistic. I was able to do your commands.
Yeah.
I had no real trouble doing it, even though you specifically wanted me to do things a certain way and not a way that I would normally do it.
What do you think about the heads-up display?
I like that. That's good.
I'll tell you something.
It saves you scrolling through menus and searching and finding the thing. You just...
Yeah, it's got all the menus at the top.
I really like that.
Can I say something funny though? In the heads-up display, when they were advertising it for the first time, they were using a drawing program and they were saying, let's add a glow effect. And we can add this glow effect, you know, without taking our hand off the keyboard, right?
Yeah.
And people are saying, but it's funny because you're using the mouse to do all the drawing and stuff.
Oh, and then you're taking your hand off the mouse
to do the glow and keep, you get it?
That is actually funny, yeah. That's ironic, yeah. That was probably a poor example that they used.
Yeah.
They should have used something.
But it was such a good, because Inkscape has so many features, all these sub-menus everywhere, and then just, oh, what do I do? Oh, just glow.
Okay, well basically, I like this operating system. It's good and it's got some really good strengths to it, including the dash.
Just something else the dash can do, which is pretty cool. If you type in Sydney, there we go, you've got the weather there too.
Yeah.
Well, see, you just get so much, and you could just add all these things, like click on all of them and get all these things. I don't know why you would be buying Sydney off Amazon. I don't think they put cities up there, but all these things that you've got, this dash is this huge. One thing I don't like about the dash though, if I go to videos, right, let's say you wanted to search for something, it's getting videos and stuff off YouTube. Let's say, Charlie bit my finger. Let's see if this appears in videos.
Yeah,
there we go.
It does.
Charlie bit my finger. But one issue I have, and it's obviously got that off, let's just see. Oh, there we go. Charlie bit my finger, uploaded by Viral Uploads, on YouTube, basically. Now, the issue I have here, if you were to search YouTube, you're going to get a lot better results. Look at this. OSFirstTimer. Let's see if we get any of our videos.
Aha.
Now.
None
of our OS... Well, I've got this.
What is this?
This video is, I did a voiceover for a video for someone, Did You Know Beatles? And I was doing a thing about the Beatles.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
And, okay, why did this appear? It's been tagged as OSFirstTimer.
Yeah, because your voice is in it.
Yeah, because my voice is in it. But, well, that's not even really an OSFirstTimer video.
No.
This is before OSFirstTimer on an old thing for school. I was doing a series called Up To Date. Yes, this is made by me, but I didn't tag this as OSFirstTimer. Why is this up? Yes, I made it, but...
What's this mum thing? That's nothing.
Mum.com, Adventures of an English Mum. Like, this is an OSFirstTimer, Cylon Linux. Yes, you've tried out Cylon Linux, but that video isn't Mum Tries Out Cylon Linux, and you've tried out Arch Linux. You see, it's got operating system stuff, Linux Mint, running programs. You can even type in, like, Mum Tries Out, and it doesn't come up. See, Mum tries to say I love you,
Does it have... You know when you click the categories over here, did it have a YouTube?
Well, this is videos here. So this is in videos, pretty much any videos, and it's been getting videos off YouTube. Now, these are YouTube videos, you see.
Well, that's really weird.
That's it.
Maybe
like,
it isn't a miracle worker.
Mum Tries Out Bob. Microsoft Bob.
That
and there we go.
Sound good.
There's Microsoft Bob. But Mum doesn't try out Bob. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So... Yes, you've got all this stuff, but I'm not seeing it give proper results all the time.
Right,
I'm seeing
it's biased in its results.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be like, why didn't any of our videos appear up there?
But is that only with YouTube?
Well, you never know. It
Could
do
be
other stuff
biased
as well.
For other stuff, okay.
Yeah. So that's just one thing. I feel the dash, you could go on YouTube, find a bunch of videos, then type it in on the dash and it would be different.
Yeah, I see.
Like, why are my videos that I haven't even tagged as OSFirstTimer, some of them, and something I'm involved in, I didn't tag the up-to-date series as OSFirstTimer. Why did that appear? How did that even know that I made it?
Yeah, I know.
You get it? So I just feel sometimes the dash is great, but the results it's feeding back to you
are biased.
Are a bit biased. But you've got to consider...
And unpredictable too.
You know all those scopes here that I just showed you?
Yeah.
All this stuff. This is a new feature of Ubuntu 13.10. 6 months ago, or the version you had didn't have this feature. This has
web.
been
Maybe you should have clicked web because YouTube
Videos,
is on...
web.
Do web. Web. You haven't done web. Because YouTube is on the web.
And by the way, you can search exact names of documents on your computer.
OSFirstTimer
Okay,
again.
you type it in. It didn't come up with anything.
You kidding me?
Look, let's highlight everything. OSFirstTimer. Can we find anything to do with OSFirstTimer? Graphics, code, applications, books. See, nothing is appearing for OSFirstTimer. It's like we don't even exist according to the dash. Let's see. No, you see, it's like we don't exist. Well, let's say...
But you haven't clicked web.
Let me just click a few of these. Web. Now, it just gets rid of them all the time, but...
Why does it do that?
See how it's like we don't exist? I think because what it must be doing is it's going, okay, application reference. It only found something for applications, only for reference, so it's unticked all those because it didn't find anything for any of those. Get it?
Okay, well...
What if we highlight everything just to make sure it's really not finding anything for these other things? We'll type in Firefox. Now type in Firefox, don't press enter, and see what happens. Here we go. Everything. Now let's see. Yep, see? It undid. It couldn't find any Firefox books, files, help, graphics, code, see? Or news, or web, or videos. Just found Firefox.
Sources!
Sources, yeah, this... If you add web, you watch. If I add more suggestions, news, you're seeing these sources appear.
Well, why can't you have sources YouTube down here, can you?
Well, do you see a sources YouTube? They're in alphabetical order.
No, there isn't.
Videos.
Well, somebody should put YouTube
But
there.
videos, YouTube.
No, videos could mean anything. Videos don't necessarily mean YouTube. Videos could be videos you buy in the shop.
But see what I mean about this dash? The point I'm trying to say is it's a great feature, but it's not perfect.
Yeah.
See, look, Windows 7.
Oh, and you got a Whopper burger.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
What's
it's
a
not
Whopper?
perfect. See, reference. Okay, we've got Windows 7 editions, Windows 7 file recovery.
Then a Whopper.
Windows Home Forever, but a Whopper. And look, you keep saying buy Windows 7, see? But that's another thing, advertising, buying. You
What
get it as
has
well?
a Whopper
Exactly.
burger got to do with Windows
That's what I'm
7?
saying. It's not perfect. So you click Whopper.
Maybe Whoppers paid them to include that in there randomly. Do you think? Not Whopper, maybe
So it
Hungry
doesn't even-
Jack's.
Hungry
Hungry
Jack's.
Jack's has told them to include that.
But see what I mean? It doesn't even have the word Windows 7 in here. Just one more thing before we quit. Do you love how smooth if I press escape, watch how smoothly this goes back in. See that smoothness?
I do.
It's nice smoothness, and when you open something and watch minimize, smoothly goes back. It's supposed to smoothly go back in. But I just opened it so fast and tried to minimize it so fast. Let's not worry about that. Oh no.
This isn't supposed to happen, right?
No. It's running on a live USB and it's pretty bloated, so don't expect everything to run smoothly. Maybe.
Bloated after the Whopper burger.
See? Maybe Apple paid them to do that, saying Windows 7, and they're trying to say Windows 7 is bloated. It's had a Whopper burger. That's why Windows 7, you get Whopper.
I think that's a bit far-fetched.
Okay. Okay, can you now turn Ubuntu off?
Well, I'm going to go up here. Oh, look at that. There we go. Shut down. Perfect.
And look at how nice this screen is. Look at that.
Yeah.
See? Two big easy buttons. Restart or shut down.
Yeah.
Goodbye, live session. You shut. But that would be your name, Diana.
Yes, shut down.
See, and then we got shutting down. Your system is now going down. Ubuntu is designed for people who are absolute noobs.
Yeah,
for
I can
Linux.
see. I like the first Ubuntu that I tried, and this one's great as well. I can see why it's for noobs. Although they've probably got to perfect that little dash thing a bit more, because I see what you mean about it being a bit biased.
It's the first version that all this extra stuff, all these extra scopes have been added.
But I have to admit, I really see the potential of the dash. I like that.
In the
That's
future, it's going to be
fantastic.
great once it's perfected.
Yeah. But no, Ubuntu is definitely a great operating system for people that are new to computers or just want something simple and easy to use.